Steck, I guess first off, just what has this period been like working for, two schools, half the day each, just kind of dealing with, all that?
Well, at the first game week, I kind of got, good Lord bless me a little bit because we were in finals week. So I went from 7 to 5 and then switched over at 5 o'clock when some people went home with their families and did 5 to 11 with the other job. And when I came down here, all that stuff has passed me now, and my whole focus has been on Missouri and having these seniors go out the right way.
Maty and Shane, you guys have been here for 8-9 days now. You guys just kind of ready to get this trip over with, play the football game?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the main purpose we came down here is to win this football game, and now we're in that 48-hour period where we're locked in and focused up, and we understand we came down here to have fun, but that stuff's over with, and like I said, it's the lockdown period, and we got to make sure we come out and play our best football game.
Josh, obviously there've been some struggles at times with the offense this year, but when you get extra time to prepare, first of all, does that allow you to do some different things, and does it give you a chance to maybe have some fun, install some plays that you've been working on, didn't get to use deep in the playbook during the course of the year, and just kind of have a good time with it?
It does. It obviously you have a lot of time to prepare for this game. The biggest thing is to not get bored with the execution of doing some of the same things over and over. So, but we've been able to dust some things off. We've been able to refine some things. But more than anything, you kind of game plan for the game. You put in what you think you're going to run, and you get a lot of reps at those plays. So I think for the players, the challenge is more than anything is not getting bored with running the same plays over and over again. You're practicing the equivalent of almost 3 or 4 weeks of preparation for one game, which you get in a normal week for one game.
Shane, knowing that Steck's going to move on after the Citrus Bowl, do you guys on defense, have you guys started to maybe appreciate the time, the limited time you're going to have with him, from now on to the game on Thursday?
Excuse me, my allergies, cause a little bit, but definitely, we understand that Coach Steckel has a great opportunity to do something, that he's been wanting to do his whole life, and we just appreciate the time that he's given to us as players, and we just want to make sure that we send him out on a good note. That just continues with our preparation and going out and executing for this game.
Coach Steck, you've been at Missouri for a good chunk of your life now. Has it hit you yet that this is the last game you're going to be coaching, in black and gold?
No, it hasn't. The only thing that's hit me is that bright light that's really bugging me.
What are your emotions, though, knowing this is the last game?
Same I have right now. Sir? See that? You're well read. No, my emotions will probably come after the game. Right now the focus is the 48 hours like Maty talked about, and it's about setting these players out on a win. When it's all over, you sit back, and then there might be a sigh of relief, and then there might be some reminiscing, but until then, you got to keep focused, and that's what I preach to the players, so it's my job to stay focused also.
Steck, talk a little bit right here in the front, to your left. Sorry.
All right, these bright lights.
Yeah, Minnesota runs a lot of their offense through their tight end in terms of their passing game. Can you talk about the challenges that presents?
I think it's a great challenge. It's a really great challenge because it does. Everything goes through that young man. Number 88, I'm really bad with names, and I apologize. I mean, no disrespect, because we've been studying the heck out of their video. But he's he's fast, he's got great hands, and the thing he does is he's like, to me, a basketball player playing tight end with, he can box people out and go up for the ball. He's got great eye-hand coordination and stuff, so he's going to be a very big challenge. He's also a very good blocker because they run the ball really well, so a lot of their passing comes off their play action, so he's going to be a big challenge for our guys.
For Josh and Maty, with Jimmy not available in this game, who kind of picks up the slack? Who do you kind of look to throw, on Thursday without? He's played pretty well here the last 4 or 5 games this season.
Yeah, Jimmy has played well. He's done a great job finishing the season. Obviously had a big game, the SEC championship game, and done some great things down the stretch. But we got some other guys that are going to step in there. We're going to use we're going to use some different personnels to help replace what Jimmy's done. But really at the wide receiver position, we've moved Nate Brown to that spot, who's a true freshman who's done a really good job and has practiced really well the last couple of weeks. And Gavin Maty, who's a senior walk-on, is really a good football player. He just hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but he's practiced extremely well. I thought he had a great practice today, didn't you, man? I mean, he really practiced great today. So those guys are going to get in there and do great. I mean, you know, so many times it's just about getting an opportunity. So this is those guys' opportunity to step up and make some plays for the team.
This is for the two coaches. It seems like Coach Kill, wherever he goes, he really takes that program to the next level. Or either of you guys are familiar with him, and I guess what he credit that success to that he said.
I know he's done a great job everywhere he's been. But I don't know Coach Kill personally, but I mean, you watch him on film and you respect the job that he's done because they play hard, they're well coached, they're sound, and they're aggressive. And so you watch them, and you know when you know the kind of job he's doing by just watching how they play on film. Do you know him, Steckel?
No, I don't, Josh.
Okay, good.
Coaches, you mentioned number 88. Is there any other aspect of their game that you've spent time specifically preparing for?
Us specifically on defense, we have to stop the run. They do a great job, like Josh was mentioning about Coach Kill. The thing that I'm real impressed with Minnesota's coaching staff that you can see visibly on film is they're very, very fundamentally sound. And they kind of run the same plays over and over, and they're so good at it. They'll disguise it by formations and stuff. So we really have to stop the running game. Number 27, I believe his name's Cobb. He's a really downhill runner, but he's got great cutback ability. So I think if we can stop the run game somehow, or at least slow it down a little bit and get him in a passing situation, then hopefully we can stick Shane and the other boys loose till we get the quarterback. But our number one priority is going to have to be to stop the run. How do you feel about that, Josh? I was going to ask him the question, but I didn't answer it.
I think it sounds like a great plan, Steckel.